Elizabeth, would you do me the honour of becoming my wife?
You mean you want to marry me?
If you'll have me.
What would you do that for?
I don't think he would have liked that cup of coffee. It wouldn't have been sweet enough. You see, ground glass doesn't dissolve.
All right, Hall, come on, Charles. You too, Brian, get a move on.
I wanted to talk to Kathy, Mr. Fletcher.
There's plenty of time for that later.
Oh, come on, Mr. Fletcher. How about letting us out?
Hi, Speak your turn, come.
Hi. How you going? Bea told me about what happened last night.
Managed to get through the night, just. Didn't sleep a wink.
Well, I brought you some sugar. Guaranteed. No ground glass.
Thanks, you're a real friend, Jude.
Oh, yeah, well, I was planning on giving it up anyway.
Oh, how you going? Find any more little booby traps?
No, but I wouldn't know where to start looking.
Oh.
Anyway, come on, better get going before Mr. Fletcher gets suspicious.
I really appreciate this, Bea. I'll do you a favour one day.
Oh, that's the name of the game in here, love. You look after your friends, they look after you.
Yeah, well, there's nothing there, Bea.
No? Okay. Oh, hang on.
What are you doing?
Oh, the old razor blade and the soap trick. Makes a real mess of the shower cubicles. That looks okay, though. Oh, you're right.
I wouldn't have thought of looking there. Bea knows all the tricks of the trade. Look.
Smith, right, where are you?
Oh, we're coming, Mr. Fletcher.
I don't know why you're doing this for me, Bea.
Well, like you said, maybe you'll do me a favour one day. Or we might need that husband of yours for something. But apart from that, I don't like anyone having a go at someone in here without me knowing about it.
Good morning.
Oh, it's you.
I thought you'd be pleased to see me. I'm Detective Inspector Grace. Is the governor in yet?
I'll look after him. What do you want?
You've got a Catherine Louise Hall in here. I'd like to speak to her, please.
What do you want to see her for?
Well, now, Miss Bennett, that's police business. Nothing you'd be interested in, unless, of course, you'd like to help me with the investigations.
Sign in. I'll go and see if she wants to speak to you.
Miss Bennett, you're so kind.
Put some effort into it, Walford.
Yes, Miss Bennett.
What's wrong?
There's a detective in reception wanting to speak to Hall.
What about?
Well, how should I know? Detective Inspector Grace never gives anything away.
Sounds like you've met this bloke before.
Yes. He tried to fool me into getting him some information once.
Well, if he's going to get under your skin, I'll tell you what, I'll take Hall through for you if you like.
Well, do you mind?
No, I'm sure you've got things to do. Can't tell your flat-footed friend she's on her way.
Thanks. You ought to get more work done if you stopped listening to conversations that don't concern you, Walford.
Yes, Miss Bennett.
What's the matter with Lizzie lately?
I don't know. Something's bothering her. Her face gets much longer, she'll trip over it.
Yeah. You think she's had any letters from her family the last couple of days?
No, she's been like it ever since she last saw Sid. I hope there's nothing wrong there.
Well, won't she tell you?
Won't even tell Doreen. That's why I sent the two of them off together on rounds. I thought Doreen might be able to get something out of them.
Well, I hope it's not those day trip things, you know, wanting to get out and all.
No, I don't think so. Not after all the trouble she went to get back in here.
Hall, you got a visitor.
Who is it?
The detective wants to ask you a few questions.
Why? I don't know anything.
Well, you've nothing to worry about then, have you? Come on.
I don't want to see him.
But you don't have to, Kath. You see, you've got the right to refuse.
Why should you if she's got nothing to hide?
I don't want to see him.
Oh, don't be silly, Hall. You don't know what it's about. Look, if you refuse, you'll get suspicious.
Well, he's got a point there.
I suppose.
Come on.
Right. What do you make of that?
I don't know.
That's the riot alarm. You stay there.
It's going to leave me.
Well, it'll only be a minute. Lucy told you, stay there. You'll be all right. What's happening, Jim? No, it beats me. Which way did you come? H-Pod. There's nothing happening down there. I'll have to check the first floor. Come on, right. Anything?
No, must be a false alarm. Someone must have picked the lock on one of the emergency switches. I have to check them all to find it.
Has this sort of thing happened before?
Oh, yeah, once or twice. I think it's funny to have us running around in circles. Either that or they're up to something. They want us out of the way for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Look, how long do I have to... Oh, no.
See anything, Jude?
No, it's as quiet as the grave.
Bev? No. Well, that bell didn't ring for nothing. Anyone heard of any escape plans?
Oh, come on, honey. No one's going to try and escape without telling you first.
Yeah, maybe, maybe not.
Here comes Fletcher.
All right, Smith, what's going on?
I thought you might be able to tell us that.
Well, you claim to know everything that's going on around here.
You know, I didn't think you believed that for 1 minute.
Yeah, honestly, Mr. Fletcher, we're as much in the dark as you are. We heard the alarm go. Miss Sparkle came rushing up, locked us in here. That's all we know.
Mr. Fletcher, could you come right away? Just found Hall. She's unconscious in the corridor.
Do you know anything about this, Smith?
God, no. How many times do I have to tell you?
Probably, Mr. Harrison. They should be all right here till I sort this thing out.
Hey, boys, is Kathy all right?
Yeah, I think so. Just a few bruises, that's all.
Well, how much longer are we going to be in here? Oh, thanks very much.
What do you reckon?
I know. But we're going to have to keep a closer eye on her. Now, I'll tell you what I think. I want that basher before the screws get her.
Well, she's not too badly hurt, that's one thing.
Yes, but for how long? First the electric jug and now this.
I've checked out most of the other women. No one appears to have been in the area at the time.
Oh, they never do. It's virtually a repeat of the Gaffney incident.
Oh, true. But I don't think the same person was involved.
Why do you say that?
I can't see any connection between the two.
Don't you?
What are you driving at?
Well, who was with Hall prior to the alarm sounding?
Well, it was Terry, but you...
And who was Gaffney blackmailing when she was bashed?
Yeah, but surely you
Well,
don't...
there's your connection.
But he was with me most of the time that the alarm was ringing.
Well, I'm not entirely convinced. That Gaffney business was not satisfactorily cleared up.
Well, what do you want to do about Grace? Do you want him to start the inquiry? He's still waiting in reception.
I prefer it wasn't him. I want to speak to the department first.
Well, why?
Well, the same reason as before. If an officer is involved, then it's an internal matter.
All right.
Well, would you speak to Inspector Grace and tell him that Hall is not available?
Without arousing his suspicion?
I'm sure you can handle it, Mr. Fletcher.
Ah, Miss Bennett. Now, I've been waiting here for 3/4 of an hour. How long does it take you to get a prisoner through this bloody building?
One of the male officers has gone to get her. No doubt he's been held up for some reason.
Like a riot, for example? I mean, that was the riot alarm that went off, wasn't it?
Yes, it was probably an electrical fault. Mr. Fletcher's attending to it.
Well, I've got better things to do with my day than hang about here while you play your silly games.
Then I suggest that you attend to them and come back at a more convenient time.
What is going on here?
I really can't say, Inspector. But no doubt someone will be along to see you soon.
Fletcher. Now, what the bloody hell's going on here?
Yes, I'm afraid that Hall's been held up.
Yeah? Lost is more like it.
Well, there's been a minor accident.
An accident? What, like a riot? I mean, was that what the riot alarm was for?
No, well, we've had a bit of a problem with some machinery in the laundry. I'm afraid that Hall was scalded in the steam press.
An accident, eh?
Well, I'm satisfied there are no suspicious circumstances, if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, well, I'm glad of that, Mr. Fletcher. I'm glad that there's no subterfuge in this place to stop me from seeing Hall.
Well, no, of course not. No, she'll be along as soon as the sister attends to her. She shouldn't be long. Well, not too long, anyway.
Well, I'm a busy man, Fletcher. I can't hang about here all day on a routine matter.